We're back with Jason Kennedy, and our next guest that we're already gabbing with is former Bachelorette, Dance with the Stars champ, and an author.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hannah Brown.
By the way, grab your champagne, as I said, author, because New York Times best-selling author from your last book.
Thank you.
God bless this mess. I remember when you were here for that. Did you know it would become a New York Times bestseller?
No, I mean, I had no idea, what was going to happen, but I knew I was really proud of the transparency and the vulnerability and the time and effort that I had put into making it the best that I could, not just for like my story, but for how it could connect with a lot of other women that go through the same types of things. And so it's been such an honor to be able to have people like take the time to read my story, but then also like all the messages that I've gotten from it. It's been one of the things I'm the most proud of in my life. Yeah.
You have this journal right behind us that we'll get into in just a sec, but I want to talk about this man who's over your right shoulder, Adam. I love watching your journey on Instagram. You seem so happy. You're glowing right now. Why is Adam your person, Hannah Brown?
He is just the best encourager, cheerleader, and I think we both complement each other really well. Like, he loves me for who I am in the really low times and in the incredible celebrations of life. Our relationship has been in a time in my life where I've really grown and changed and had to like question things about myself, and it was not easy.
You guys have the cutest dog on the planet.
Yeah.
Is that Wally?
That's Wally.
Wait, look at the little white specks on him.
I know, he's the cutest thing. He's growing. Like, he looks like such a baby there. He's like 22 pounds now, so he's like 6 months, and he's adorable.
You learn things about yourself when you get a dog. We were talking about it when you walked in here. You weren't sure if you wanted to have kids. Do I have that desire? You get a dog, and what happens?
Well, I mean, I always thought, like, growing up in Alabama, I thought I'd have like 4 kids by now. And then like life has just taken me on such a journey, and I started questioning like a lot of things about like, what do I want in life? And the dog was the perfect step for me. But I will say, when the day that I was bringing the dog home, I got so anxious, and I'm like, am I ready for this? And it has taught me so much about myself, how much love you can have for this child. I mean, it's like a child in ways. And yes, I definitely have that mothering quality about me that I was a little scared that I didn't have.
Tell her how she's going to feel since you're a new father.
Yes,
tell her how
congrats.
that feeling is compounded.
He will be a big brother to your son or daughter, and it will be the most beautiful thing to witness. I'm only 8 or 9 days in. I have no business to be giving advice right now. I don't even know am I awake and talking right now? But when I did the introduction, I have a Labradoodle, Bennett. When Bennett met River, my son, it was a moment I will never forget, and he is protective, and he stands near him, and it's a beautiful thing to witness.
I love that.
Okay, the new journal, because the first book was so personal. The word journal, the connotation is this is even going more personal, is it?
Yeah, well, my book, God Bless This Mess, was really taken from a lot of my journal entries, so that you really have that emotion and those feelings that I had in the moment. And that was such a beautiful thing for me to have and to be able to share. And journaling has really been the way that I've gotten to know myself. I've been able to kind of see how prayers have been answered in crazy, beautiful ways. I think journaling can be a little overwhelming, and people kind of freak out about like, what do I even do staring at this blank page? And so I set this journal up in sections so that it kind of eases you into it till when you're at the end, like you know what to do when you understand who you are and what you're feeling, and you can look at a blank piece of paper and know exactly what you need in that moment. And so you kind of get into the mess and get into those beautiful parts of yourself. And I think it's perfect for anybody who like wants to journal but doesn't know how and kind of needs like their hand held for a little bit. Like, I'm there to kind of guide you through. And I have some of my own answers to these questions in there. And I did that because sometimes I think people think when you have a prompt, it needs to be answered this certain way, or at least I was. I'm like, what did they mean by this question? Like, do I need to do like a bullet point answers? Do I need to write out a paragraph? It doesn't matter. And you'll see that in my answers, like There's no rhyme or reason. It's just getting your emotions out on a piece of paper, especially when they're negative, so that you can move on and just be your best self.
Biggest revelation you learned about yourself writing this?
That everything that has happened, good or bad, I have learned so much about myself, like resilience and strength, and knowing that everything's going to work out. I am enough as I am. I am worthy of all the wonderful things that have happened in my life, and all the things in the moment that seem so bad, I get to look back at my journal entries and realize how much the Lord has worked in my life, how many things have gone in such a different direction in so many positive ways that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't in that one bad moment.
You talk about setting goals and establishing bucket lists, where we see ourselves in a year. Where do you see yourself in a year?
Oh my gosh, you know, that's one of the hardest questions
It's
for me
tough,
to
I
do,
know.
because all the things in my life that I think have been like the biggest blessings were never planned. But I see myself continuing to grow, to push myself to do things that I never thought. I really want to travel more and experience different cultures.
With Adam? Sorry.
Yeah,
Nice one.
yeah,
Nice
for
one,
sure.
David.
You like that?
Yeah.
And pushing myself, like, strength has been a big word that's been coming up for me this year. Like, to see how strong I am. So we'll see in what ways that happens.
Are you watching is it out yet? I don't know, the new Bachelorette,
Well,
but
they're
there's two
always
ladies.
shooting something.
Always.
Yeah.
What do we
Yeah.
think about having two ladies?
I am super excited for both of them. I don't know exactly how it's going to work, and I
How
really
is
hope
that going to work? Now,
it's
are they
gonna
going to
be
be fighting over,
And
I don't
that's-
like that?
I think hopefully we are so past that. Like, that's not a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
I would hope. I am going to stay positive that we are going to be entertained by seeing love stories and not drama between women.
And I tell you what, I'm going to journal about that.
Yeah.
See what I'm going to do right there. I'm going to start my journal.
Make sure you guys pick up a copy of Hannah's journal. Again, it's called God Bless This Messy Journal, and it is out right now. Hannah Brown.
Great to see you, Hannah Brown.
Thank you
I'm
so
stealing that
much.
green dress. Next up, Bruno Mars calls him his right-hand man. 8-time Grammy Award winner Phil Lawrence.
Okay, Phil.
Woo! Joining us next.